Welcome back everybody, and in this tutorial I will show you some of the basics of Burpsuite, how to intercept packets, how to view packets, how to view responses, and so on and so on. This is also a great way for you to learn more about the packets themselves and learn more how an HTTP, for example, GET request or POST requests look like, and when you will be seeing them. So let's first of all run our Burpsuite. So for that, just type in your terminal Burpsuite, or you can run it through the applications right here. It will open up in the exact same way. As we can see right here, we get the message again, so just click here OK. Let me just close the terminal right here, and here you just go on temporary project, next, and then start burp. Every time you open the Burpsuite, you will notice that under the proxy settings right here, the intercept is always on by the default. So that would mean that if I go into my Firefox, for example, and try to load, for example, twitter.com, it will never load it until I forward the packet or turn the intercept off. So it is useful if you want to watch the packet, so we can see the first packet, how it looks. So I requested this page with the protocol HTTP 1.1, the host is firefox.com, so basically, and the user agent is Mozilla 5.0. These are just my information. Since this is an HTTP request, I'm sending this to the server. So we can forward it, but you will notice that there will be another packet. So basically there will be a lot of packets that you will need to forward in order to get to the website. As we can see, even though I forwarded the first packet, it is not still on the website itself. So let me just forward all of the packets. And once you do not get any packet anymore, you should be loading the page. As we can see, there are lots of them, since this is a big website. In the previous video we did the same with the virtual machine, and you saw that I only needed to forward one packet in order to get to the page of my virtual machine. But from now on I had to forward several of them, and right now I should have Twitter loaded. As we can see, it is not loading anymore. I forwarded all the packets and I received all of the responses from the server. Now, in order to check that, you can go under HTTP history, and you will see right here all of the domains, all of the websites that you visited in the process of connecting. Now, there are a bunch of these detect portals. You will always have them. You just want to find the website that you're searching for, and when you find that, you can see the response to all of your requests. As we can see, maybe it is easier for you to view it right here. So here we have twitter.com. That is the page that we search for, and here we can see the first request that we sent. In order to check out the response on that request that we sent, you just click here on response, and this is the response of the server. And as we talked before, it is consisted of the head and body. So here we have the head, and with a bunch of these set cookie options. Let me just find them. I just saw them, I can't see. So basically this is just a body. Right here starts the body, which is the HTML code. We talked about that, but let me just find the set cookie option. Here it is. So basically this is the option that I was talking about in the HTTP response video. This is the cookie that the Twitter set for us in order to track our session. So as we can see, the option set minus cookie, and this is our cookie right here. Now there are a bunch of the things in the cookie, as well as path, domain, secure, which means HTTP only, set cookie, max age, expires. It basically even says when does the cookie expire. So it expires on Monday, 18th February 2019, which means it expires today on this time. Okay, so that's one of the things that we covered. Here we can also have the status code, which is 200 OK. We successfully loaded the page, so we got the status code 200. These are just a bunch of the options that we do not care about, so we can go down here, and here starts the HTML code of the page itself. So this is what we load. It is basically a huge code, so we don't need to watch it, since the website is quite big. So that's how you can check the request and the response of a certain packet. You can go onto the post. Here we have a post request. You can check the response right here. Here is the request. Now there are some of the options that we do not care about. For example, this is not really that important to us. Now what is important is, let us turn the intercept on once again. So if I turn it right here off and turn it on, and here, let's say for example I want to log in. Now we said that the packet that we send with our username and password will be a post request. So once I type here the username and the password, we should be sending the post request to the website. So let us try that. If I just type here anything and press here log in, you will notice that it is loading since we turned the intercept on. But right here we have the packet that we want to send as a post request. Here we can see the basic HTTP headers structure, and here we can see username or email 4 W's and password 5 W's. So we can see our packet from here. If I forward it, it will send to server the username and email with this username and this password right here. And these are just a bunch of the things that we do not care about at the moment. Now, if you, for example, turn the intercept on or forward this packet, let us just forward it and forward a bunch of other packets, it doesn't really matter, it will give us an error that this account doesn't exist. So you might be needing to forward a couple of packets. As we can see, there are no longer packets arriving, so we forwarded them all, and it says the username and password you entered did not match our records. Please double check and try again. Now let's try to change that in the Burpsuite. Let's change the packet itself. So let us just go back one page. We should go to the login page once again. Now also I forgot to mention that using Burpsuite your internet might be slower and you'll be loading pages a little bit slower than usually, but it is not a big deal. So we can see that this, let's just go to the new page, it doesn't really matter, twitter.com. Yeah, it could be that my intercept is on, of course, that's why I couldn't load it, so let's just turn it off, and we loaded the Twitter page. Now, let us turn the intercept on once again, and let us send again the same username and same password, which is 5 W's. And if I click here login, you can see that it is stuck since our intercept is off. Now let me just, this is a previous packet, so it doesn't matter. Here is our packet, and here, let me try to change the username into 4 B's. As you can see, 4 B's. And if I try to forward this packet and forward all of the other packets, it will still give us the wrong username and wrong password, but it will show that the username wasn't 4 W's, it was 4 B's. As you can see right here, without any interaction with the page itself through the web browser, we managed to change the username through our Burpsuite. So that is another useful thing to know. It will be used later on in order for us to brute force websites. For example, you just add a password list and you change the packets as you forward them, and it tries every different password instead of the password that you specified right here. So we can turn the intercept off right now, and as I said before, in order to check the websites that you visited, you can go to the HTTP history or onto the target, and here you can also see the websites that you visited. Now there are a lot of other options that I will show you later on. For now on, it is enough for you to understand that there is a request and response that you can check out in Burpsuite, and also you can change the structure of packets. You can also delete some of the things. You can also change usernames, passwords. For example, you can also, let us go back once again. So we go back to the login page, intercept, on, and then if I just type here something once again, now it doesn't matter what the username and password is, we can see it is stuck, and here the post request with the username 4Ws and password 5Ws, we can change, for example, the user agent. Now if we delete this, we will no longer be sending our information to the server. We will not send what version of web browsers are we running and what operating system are we running. So it is good if you do not want the server to know some of the information about you. So if you forward this packet, you will get some of the others. Let us forward them all. And let us finish these couple packets. So once it finishes, we get the same error, but if we go right here and we go to the HTTP history, let me just go right here to the Twitter and find the packet where we sent it. It should be all the way down, I believe. Let me just find it. Login error, okay. We basically just want to find the post requests. Here they are, some of the post requests. And as you can see right here, the difference between these two, which this one was the previous one and this one was the one we sent right now, is that this one has the user agent, which basically says that we are using Mozilla 5.0 Linux, and this one below is the same request with the same username and same password, but we deleted the information about ourselves. So the server will no longer be getting the information about our browser and our operating system, which is another layer of anonymity for you. So that's about it for this tutorial. These were just some of the basics and me showing some of the things for this program. We will continue in the next lectures, and I hope I see you there. Bye!